busy day ahead of me, so I don't have the luxury to wait with recording and editing until later today, because then I would be in trouble. We just came back from a visit to our accountant. We had several administrative issues to solve. So we had an appointment this morning, and we just came back, and Rob is upstairs working again. I am going to record the vlog first, then I'm going to start dye baths for seasoned reds. Before I left this morning, I put my yarn in the water to soak, and I set the dye pots. I opened the tap of the dye pots so that the bain-marie water can run out, and I can fill the pans with fresh water when I'm going upstairs in a minute. And this afternoon, Natalie, the knitter that I know via the Wool Hobby community, she lives in England, she is Dutch, but she will come over to spend some time knitting together. And Apollo is touching the camera stand again. So we will have a nice sit and knit together, and then she will join me to my inner wheel night tonight, to my inner wheel meeting, because she will be our keynote speaker tonight. She is going to talk about impact investment and how it all works. So I'm very happy she will join me, and that she will have an interesting keynote about this interesting subject. Apollo, kom eens hier. Kom eens hier. Zo, ja, dat is goed. Hey, kopie. So, I do need to record now, because then early afternoon I get to edit this. I have to skein up yarn. There are over 100 skeins lying around that need to be skeined up, and so my day is kind of busy. We had a busy weekend as well. I already told you that I went to Eindhoven on Saturday for the celebration of Inner Wheel 75 years. But I forgot to show you that we got this. This says, thank you for everything you did for our heart, for Women's Heart cause, the fundraising. And there is a Tony Chocolonely bar in there. So I'm not going to eat this, but there will be people in my house that would love to eat it. Then yesterday we were going to a craft fair, and we were going to visit because we wanted to make a decision if I would want to vend there with Wool Hobby this year in the autumn. And we were planning on being there at 10 when the fair would open. But, well, we had some excitement happening here, and in the end, Saturday night, we were in bed by 3 o'clock. So we decided to turn the alarm off and sleep in a little to make up for the lost time. And in the end, we were at the fair at 12:15 or something. So our whole schedule just shifted to later in the afternoon. We had a birthday to go to as well, and we ended up arriving there at 5:15. but that was all okay. And we had a lovely visit to the fair as well as to the birthday. And when we came home yesterday around 8 o'clock, we had already had soup and sandwiches at the birthday. So we spent some time, well, I was knitting, Rob was doing some things, some smart things on his computer, and then we went to bed around 10, just to have a little more hours to sleep to make up for the Saturday to Sunday night, the lost hours. At the fair, I saw several knitters that said, hey, I'm watching your vlogs, really nice. So I get to hand out buttons, and we visited the Fiber Girls, 3 Dutch fiber friends that all have a vlog, and they were hosting the fiber cafe at the fair. So they had a big table and you could sit and chat for a while or ask fiber related questions. And Liane, one of the Fiber Girls, asked me some time ago if I would want to have this baby mannequin on a stand for the fair. And she brought it, so I could bring that home right away. It was kind of in the way in her house. She doesn't use it anymore. And I am very happy to have a mannequin to show knitting at the fair. So thankful for that. I also got from Claudia a package. This is just the wrapping paper. There's a poem on here, which I will not translate in English, because it's just for fun, and well, most of the fun would probably be gone if I would try to translate it. Here's the Fiber Girls business card. But in my package there was this hashtag chips, and there are all hashtags sticked on here with all kinds of words that she finds suitable for me. So this is such a cute and fun present. So that was nice. Let's see, I am going to show 2 knits. I finished clue 1 of the Line Dance Mystery Knit Along by Paper Daisy Creations, and last week the clue 1 dropped early. It was supposed to drop on Wednesday, but it came on Tuesday night as a surprise. So I started knitting, I skeined up my yarn, I started knitting, and I showed it on Wednesday or Thursday on the vlog, and I just had a tiny bit done. And one of the Dutch knitters commented, Linda, yours looks very different than mine. And I was immediately like, I did not read the pattern well. I had been ranting about how Lisa's patterns were so clear and so very well thought of and impeccable, and but clearly I did not read. I don't know how to read. I was very tired when I started this pattern, so I probably just glanced over a sentence and made up the rest by myself. That was a bad idea. So I ripped it, because this this line dance call will be showcasing at the yarn fair, and then it should be knitted the right way. But I have clue 1 finished. what I did wrong was when I had to slip the yarn in the back, I slipped it in the front. So I did not have these cute wavy lines. I had dots. That was also really nice. But like I said, if I want to showcase it at the fair, it should be knitted as per pattern. So, but I ripped it, I re-knitted the tiny bit and I knitted the rest of the clue. Lisa promised 4 bite-sized clues. This was very bite-sized for 1 week. So this can, I can just save this for later this week when clue 2 arrives. Furthermore, I knitted on Kirsty's sweater and I knitted about, well, a little less than 2 inches, I think. I will move this stitch marker down here again. Last week I showed this and I thought that I needed 35 centimeters. But I'm not very good with numbers. So I made a note when I took Kirsty's sizes that I needed to knit 53 centimeters. But in my head, I switched the numbers. I have 31 so far. Kirsty will come home this coming weekend. It would be really nice if I could bring this close to the 53 centimeters so that she can try it on again and then we can make a decision if this is really the length that we want the sweater to be. So I'm going to try and put some time into this one. I have been knitting on other things which I will show you at a later day and time this week. My week will be extremely busy, but most of the time I will be dyeing, skeins, labeling and putting yarns away and entering them in the web shop. But, well, it is boring, but it's my day job. So, but in between I will knit as much as possible so that I have to show you some knitting every now and then again. For now, I'm going to say goodbye, but I'm going to record another little clip for you in which I'm going to show how I start new colors in my granny squares without having to weave in too many ends. There was a question from one of the Dutch knitters and I checked out a lot of different ways. I saw a lot of YouTubes and I kind of made my own thing of it. So I was like, yeah, I can just put the links in the comments for people to watch, but they will be in English and not every Dutch crocheter will enjoy English recordings because it is just too complicated to follow. So I'm going to record one in Dutch and one in English so that I have my workflow for you as well. And I'm going to say goodbye for now and happy crafting. So if you are not interested in how I crochet my granny squares, then you can just skip the rest of this video. And otherwise you can just enjoy my way of working them. I will see you again tomorrow. Happy crafting. Bye. So here I already started a granny square. I have my charming assistant here. This thread, the very first one, I will pull that really tight and weave it in around the center. But all the other threads here are already woven in as you go. So I'm going to show you how I do that. I'm making granny squares with just one single crochet in between the middle clusters and 2 single crochets in the corners. I just finished my round in the brown colorway, and now I'm going to weave this thread by using my crochet hook from where it ended up to the corner. So now I brought it from here to here. And now I'm going to add my green again. I'm going to go into the corner, pick up my yarn, and tie a firm knot. The first one with both threads and the second one with just the new color. I'm going to leave them at the right side of my work my first double crochet, take them both to the left of my work against my crochet, and now when I'm making the rest of the double crochets, I'm going to secure them by crocheting over them as well. 2 singles for the corner and another 3 doubles. Or is it triple? I always get confused with English versus American. But you know what I mean. So now they are secured here and they are tight in this corner. So I will not do anything else to secure them. In the end, I can just cut these very short and that will be all, and it all will be all right.